welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I am working on a layout for the Traci Reed Design team. I am one of the new members of the team for this year, and I'm super excited to be playing with the newest release. I voted just in time for your election day photos. So I have printed 4 sheets of paper to use, and then I used the print and cut function on my Cameo to cut out all of the stickers. And so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get started. Let's talk about what I'm using for photos. The first thing I have is actually the top to my real election ballot that I mailed in back in September. And so what I did was just go back into the system and print the first sheet and then cut off the actual voting part, because that's personal and private, so I'm not sharing that. And then there's just a photo of myself that I took this week. So I'm going to pause, we're going to get started, and I will be right back. Alright, so I only printed, I think, 3 pieces of the paper for this layout. This first piece, I'm going to cut off a 4-inch piece, and then I'm going to cut off another 2 inches so that I am left with a 4 by 10-inch piece of patterned paper. For the plaid, I will cut it down to an 8 by 12 piece of paper, and I'm going to leave it 8 by 12. I won't be trimming it down at all. Basically, what I'm trying to do here is create the look of an envelope with my patterned paper. So I corner rounded the star paper, and now I am adhering that top portion of my actual ballot to that top, and I'm gonna yell at my ATG gun because it broke again. So pull out the other ATG gun that a friend so kindly gifted me, and it had some tape in it already. And so I'm gonna put what I'm considering an envelope flap up at the top with my ballot, and then I'm gonna cover up the bottom portion of it. I'm having trouble with my trimmer as well right now. Not sure what's going on. I think I have decided that the trimmer doesn't like the cheap white cardstock that I printed that ballot on, which is fine. So now I have cut a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 piece of the star paper to mat my photo on. And my photo was printed in black and white. These are photos that I took this week for the Traci Reed Design team. Not great at taking selfies. Sometimes I look cross-eyed, you know the deal. So this piece of pattern paper I'm going to cut down to 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. I had considered double matting my photo, but then decided that it would cover up way too much of the print, and so I'm going to use it just as a layering piece underneath my photo. For this wordy bit paper, I'm going to cut off a border, and I'm going to adhere it to the bottom of my layout. And I just kind of wanted to make sure that you saw the pieces or had the words on that border that say vote and ballot, because this layout is all about voting. So it also has the word election running off and the word democracy running off. So there's where I decided that I was not going to double mat the photo, but was going to just use that as a layering piece underneath my photo. So I'm going to start messing with all of the ephemera. I knew that there were some pieces that I absolutely wanted to use, including the speech bubble there. I pulled out some of the little Converse pieces because those are adorable, and I do end up using the red Converse piece on my layout. The blue one I'll have to save for another time. I love that banner piece to put up there in that top corner. Pulled out the word vote. I pulled out the one that looks like an official ballot envelope to mail, because I mailed my ballot in. As a military family, we have not lived in our home of record for not since 2008. And then we were stationed in our home of record from 2005 to 2008, and so I've been absentee voting since 2008 through our home of record, which is Missouri. That's where we pay our state taxes, it's where we have a permanent address, etc. I know I'm going to use that banner that says freedom, and then I pulled out some of the words from the sticker sheet, and my title is going to say freedom to vote, because I do believe that it is important to vote, because not everybody has the freedom like we do in our country. So I'm having quite a bit of fun playing with all the different pieces that have a lot of the wordy bits on it. I love that I'm able to easily layer up and make some great embellishment clusters, including the wordy bits, the pen, the stars, several of the banners, and things like that. Those are super, super cute. You don't see it here, but I do add the red Converse down on that lower right-hand side of my photo off camera when I am gluing things down. Alright, my layout is completely finished. Off camera, I did take the time to add some stitching to accent the photo frame around my photo, and as well as to help differentiate that border down there at the bottom. I also feel like it helped it stand out a little bit more, and it added some great visual texture. The other thing I did off camera is, of course, I added my labels, and I used some foam adhesive in all of those embellishment clusters. You can now see where I added the Converse shoes down there on that lower right hand side, and another star. All in all, I'm fairly happy with the way that this layout turned out. I did leave room to put some journaling on there, and I believe I mentioned that I will do that off camera. You will not see that at all in my close-ups or any part of this video. I believe that voting is private and is going to remain so for me. I want to thank you for coming to my channel today. I really appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, and or subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you guys helping me to grow this channel. If you have any comments or questions about this layout or anything that I've done, or about this brand new Traci Reed Designs collection called I Voted, just drop those below and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. You guys have a great day. Bye.